The 40-hour workweek wasn't a gift. Social Security wasn't created because the wealthy suddenly cared about the elderly. These things happened because people organized, demanded change, and forced the system to adapt. The same will be true now. If we want AI to work for everyone, not just the owners, we have to make it happen. So let's talk about real solutions. The default response to automation is always, we'll retrain workers. And retraining is necessary. But let's be honest, historically, these programs have a success rate of about 0 to 15% for displaced manufacturing workers. Even when people finish, the jobs often pay much less than what they lost, and that was for moving from one type of physical labor to another. How do you retrain a paralegal or a junior programmer when AI can do their entire job category? Learn AI, they say, but using AI isn't a job. It's what everyone will need to do just to stay employable. It's like saying learn to use Microsoft Office is a career. Retraining helps individuals adapt, but it doesn't solve the systemic problem. There simply won't be enough jobs for everyone, no matter how skilled they become. So if retraining isn't the whole answer, what is? Let's go back to Keynes' prediction that we'd be working 15-hour weeks by now. He was right about productivity. He was wrong about how we'd use it. Some countries are moving in the right direction. France has a 35-hour work week. Companies experimenting with 4-day workweeks find that productivity actually increases. When Microsoft Japan tested it, productivity jumped 40%. If AI is making us so much more productive, why are we still working the same hours? Or even more, because we measure success by employment rates and GDP, not by quality of life. But what if we redefined work? Right now, we only count work if someone pays you. But raising children is work. Caring for elderly parents is work. Volunteering is work. Creating art is work. If we had shorter work weeks, people wouldn't stop being productive. What if workers owned a stake in their companies? Then they'd share in the gains. What if we treated foundational AI models like public infrastructure, the same way we treat roads and water systems? Publicly funded research could create open-source AI that serves everyone. Or, what if AI companies paid huge taxes into a public fund that gives dividends to all citizens? AI's productivity would benefit you even if you're not employed. This brings us to universal basic income, regular cash payments to all citizens. No strings attached. It's been tested around the world, and the results are consistent. People don't stop working. Mental health improves, and children do better in school. Alaska has done a version of this since 1982 with its oil revenues, and its labor force participation is above the national average. Critics say we can't afford it. But we can. The wealth is being created. AI is making the economy more productive, not less. The question is about distribution, not scarcity. The US spends more on corporate subsidies than a basic income would cost. We just choose to give money to corporations instead of people. Think of UBI as a floor beneath which no one can fall, giving you security to learn new skills, care for family, or pursue meaningful work. These systemic changes require political action, but they start with individuals. Educate yourself and others. Understand who benefits from AI. Support ethical companies that treat workers fairly. Organize. Join a union or a worker cooperative. Tech workers have incredible leverage if the people building AI demand ethical deployment. Companies will have to listen. And most importantly, vote. Support candidates who take these issues seriously. AI is the most powerful tool humanity has ever created. It could free us from drudgery, or it could be the final tool of consolidation. The technology itself is neutral. What matters is who controls it and how we use it. Every major social advancement was achieved because people organized and demanded change. The same is true now. The future isn't written yet, but we are running out of time. So don't just watch this happen. Get involved, organize, demand better. Because when someone asks, what happens when capitalism doesn't need workers anymore? The real question should be, what happens when workers don't need capitalism anymore?